Hey, what's going on, you nasty fucking Today, we're going to be working on the Supreme Aryan Draco build. So, starting off with the bone steel brace. That's really the most work that's going to be required for all this, because we have to drill a hole in the trunnion. But I am currently at work in the machine shop, so make some quick work of that. Once we get the brace on, I do have this lower handguard. It's a WBP, it's just a laminate wood. It's not a surplus, but it's made in the same surplus way. To get rid of this really shitty Romanian wood that they put on Wassers and Dracos now. I also have a Zenitco rail, which that's, I don't know, still a possibility, I guess. Still kind of torn on that. If I do the Zenitco handguard, I can't use the Kyber Customs light mount. So the whole idea was I wanted something that was going to look classic still. So I have an upper handguard on the way as well, if I want to run that. I also have a Dong lower handguard on the way. And before any of you pansies get your panties in a bunch, the Dongs are not 90 degrees perpendicular to the bore, so I'm not worried about it being a vertical foregrip. So shut the fuck up with that. I do have a surplus bake grip, a nice dark brown Romanian. A lot to go on there, and then to top it off, got a nice surplus Russian sling here. So again, not a super crazy build, but just a practical truck gun, Hyperborean Draco build. So let's see what we can get into tonight. Alright, so once you get your ghetto blaster Draco wrap gun broken down, real simple here. We're just going to take our calipers. I got some nice Mitutoyos. We're going to measure the width of the receiver in the back, which I've already measured it to be about 1.355 inches. We're going to divide that in half to get our center line, and then we'll basically lock the caliper in at that half increment, and we're going to scribe our line on both sides so we can get our center line going down the rear trunnion here. I've already done the math for you, so I already know that's 0.6775. I'm just going to round that to 0.678. Alright, so I've locked this down at 0.678. What we're going to go ahead and do is just scribe our center line. Again, we're going to go on both sides here, just to make sure we're center. Yep, and we are. So, we've got our center mark here, and basically we can just pick wherever we want on there as long as it lines up with the bone steel brace. So then I'm just going to grab a center punch it, and drill it. Alright, you can see I'm right on my marks right here. I center punched it. I used a good sharp drill bit. The rear trunnions on these are really thick, so it took me not as long as you would think, but it still took a little bit because it is really thick. Using good sharp drill bits is definitely the key. Obviously, start with a smaller drill bit, work your way up. Basically just going to measure the size of this bolt right now so I know what size I need to go up to, and that's it. I mean, I didn't even use any oil on this. That's how crazy it was. While I'm here at the shop, I'm going to use our air compressor, and I'm going to blow out all the shavings from the inside so it's not in my gun. It's an AK anyway, so it doesn't matter, but that's it, guys. Gonna step it up to whatever size this is, and we're basically done with the hard part. Everything else is just bolting it on. Alright, so we punched our 1/4 inch hole through. Our bolt should fit now. I'll verify. Yeah, so it fits. The last thing you can do to really make this the Supreme Hyperborean Aryan build is grab your countersink and just clean up your edges. You can just do it with your fingers. You don't even need the drill for it. We're just trying to get the harsh edges from drilling off of there, and that's it. We're ready to bolt the brace on now. Alright, so this is going to be as simple as sticking our bolt in here. The brace is machined in a way that you don't even need to hold the bolt on the other side. Just stick it in there, stick that there, line it up, and put our washer and our nut on. And I will cut to the end because this is probably going to be very painful to watch. There you go. That's it right there. So we're gonna go ahead and put our Kyber Customs flashlight mount up here. We're gonna go ahead and install our new Surefire G2X. We're gonna install our AMD 65 brake and our bake light and our sling. And then tomorrow we'll go ahead and install the rest of the handguard stuff. Alright, and that is it so far. We've got the bone steel folder, a surplus Russian sling, Rami brown, dark brown bakelite grip. The handguard's the only funky thing right now. Like I said, my upper handguard's coming in tomorrow, as well as my dong. So I don't know if I'm gonna run this or the dong or what. But AMD 65 brake. On the other side, we got our Kyber Customs mount with our Surefire G2X tactical. So that's it. That's the new truck gun right there.